Welcome to this step-by-step guide where I'll be showing you how to install a brother printer on Windows 10 and Windows 11. And if you get any value out of this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. But to get started with the guide, in this particular video, I'll be showing you how to install the brother DCP-1610W laser printer driver, but you can follow this guide on any other brother printer too. The first thing you need to do is open up your browser of choice, and then you need to do a search on Google for your exact printer model number with the word driver included. So in this example, I have the DCP-1610W, but you can just replace that with the model number of the brother printer that you have. Now the best match should be the brother downloads page for your printer, so just go ahead and click on that. And then on the next page, just make sure that the correct operating system is selected, and then click on OK. On the next page, you're going to see the drivers and firmware, and the one that you want to download is the full driver and software package. So go ahead and click on that. And then lastly, on the next page, you need to scroll all the way down and then click on the download button. It's going to start the download for the driver, and then once it's finished, you can just click on the file to open it. The installation files will then be extracted to your computer, and once the setup wizard launches, you can change the language if you want, or you can just click on OK to start the setup. Next, just click on Yes to accept the terms. And now you need to choose how you want to connect the printer to your computer. I'll be using a USB cable connection, so I'll leave that checked and then click on Next. At this point, you don't want to connect the cable yet, so if it's currently connected to your computer, just disconnect it for now and wait for the driver to finish installing. Next, the setup wizard will prompt you to connect the USB cable. So go ahead and make sure that the cable is properly connected to your printer and the computer, and that the printer has power and it's switched on. Now once you connect the cable, the setup wizard will automatically continue with the installation of the driver, and then once it's finished, you'll get a few extra prompts. You can just click on Next on each of them, but make sure that the printer is set as the default printer if you want it to be the default printer. Lastly, you'll be prompted to restart your computer, and you can go ahead and do that by clicking on Finish. Now, once your computer is finished restarting, let's print a test page and also do a test scan. So to do that, let's open the control panel by clicking on the Start button, and then we can just start typing to do a search for the control panel and then open it. Next, just make sure that the view by setting is set to small or large icons, and then click on Devices and Printers. If you're on Windows 11 and you don't see this Devices and Printers screen, just watch the video that's linked in the description of this video and in the cards now. But once you're in Devices and Printers, you can right-click on the brother printer and then set it as the default printer if it wasn't set as the default during the installation process. Then you can right-click on it again and select Printer Properties, which will open this new window, and then you can click on Print Test Page to print a test page. Now remember to make sure that you have loaded paper into the paper tray of the printer, and if all goes well, the printer should print a Windows Printer test page. That means the print function is working properly. Now you can just close all of these open windows, and you might also get a software update pop-up like you see on screen now. You can just leave it on the default settings and then click on OK. Now next, let's do a test scan. So to do that from the computer, open the brother utilities from the desktop shortcut, and then open the Control Center app. You'll be prompted if you want to use Home or Advanced mode. I'll just use Home mode for now, and then this Control Center window will open. Now here you can select the document type and so on, but to scan a document, just click on the Scan button here on the left. Once it's finished, it'll display a preview of the scanned document, and then you have some Save and Send options on the right of this window. So in this example, I'll just click on Save to save it to a folder on the computer. Next, you can select the file type you want to save it as, like PDF or JPEG for example. And you can also give the file a name and select a location on your computer where you want to save it if you're not happy with the default location. You'll also find some other settings here, but once you're done, just click on OK and it'll save that scanned document to your computer. Now, I was only able to scan a single page using the Home mode on this app, and to scan multiple pages, I had to use the Advanced mode. So to do that, just click on the Configuration button at the top here, and then click on Mode Select, where you can switch to the Advanced mode. In the Advanced mode window, I'll just select the File option, and then in this window, you need to check this box that says Continuous Scanning, and then you can click on Scan, which will start scanning the document again. But now, after the first page is finished scanning, I get a prompt to scan additional pages. So I'll just click on continue, which will scan the same page again in this example, but it will be part of the same document. Once it's done, just click on finish and it'll automatically save it to a folder on your computer and open that folder. Now, if I open this scanned document, you'll see it has 2 pages in a single file. So if you want to combine more than one page into a single document, this is the way to do it. But that about covers my guide on how to install the Brother Printer driver on Windows, as well as perform a test scan. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments down below, and I'll talk to you guys soon.